Have you ever said yes to something without thinking about it too much? Did someone invite you to do something crazy, maybe to skydive or bungee jump, and you said, yeah, let's do it? Or do you have a good friend that you would trust with your life, ask you to do something, and you did it? No questions asked. Or maybe you're not that impulsive, have never really accepted an invitation without first thinking it through. You're careful, calculated, and don't make many mistakes. You take your time to consider your options, if you'll be safe, and what may happen to you if you say yes. You don't say anything to invitations except, let me think about it. Regardless of your inclination, what would you say to God if He invited you to do something? And what if all you were told was that He wanted you to come along? Would you say yes to that simple invitation? In Matthew 9, Jesus is walking along and sees a man collecting taxes named Matthew. Jesus comes up to him and simply says, "Follow me." And without any explanation from Jesus, Matthew, or even the text itself, Matthew simply gets up and follows him. He doesn't ask a question. Jesus does not tell him where they are going. He just says, "Follow me." And Matthew does just that. He left his job to walk with Jesus without really knowing who Jesus was or what He was about. God, too, has a simple invitation for us right here and now. Join me in my loving, redeeming work in the world. Join me in making all things new, in creating a more just kingdom, in mending what is broken, in offering love instead of hate, in offering hope instead of despair. And much like Jesus' invitation to Matthew, so too does this simple ask come with great cost. God asks us to go to the people that nobody wants or sees, because those are the very people God wants and sees. And when we do so, we may be maligned or disregarded. God asks us to feed the poor and attend to the sick, to say no to a culture that says God helps those who help themselves, and say yes to a way of life that says we help others because God first helped us. Where some people say you have to meet a certain standard before you can sit at God's table, we instead say, it's God's table. Please come and sit. Taste and see that the Lord is good. When we say yes to this invitation of mission, it means we stop seeing the world as something that we redeem, but instead see God as the Redeemer. God does the work. We are merely tools in His hand. We acknowledge that God is God and we are not. A profound declaration in a society that says what you want is all that matters. Only do what is best for you. Yes, the invitation is simple, but the work is complex, tiring, and costly. So God is extending a simple invitation, is asking you to join Him on mission. How will you respond?